Today I'm going to be turning All Might from My Hero Academia from 2D into 3D. I've only been sculpting for about a month and a half, so at this point I wanted to challenge myself a little bit and do something a little out of my comfort zone, and I wanted to see how I could push my skills and see how far I've come in this time. And if you're just starting out learning Blender or sculpting in general, that maybe you can save some time by learning from my mistakes. It's a little messy, I'm still learning, and I hope you'll join me along for this journey. Let's get into it. So like always, we're starting with the face blockout. This is part of the process where I've been learning to spend a lot more time in. There have been times in the past where I've just rushed through this and then I end up regretting it later. It's a lot easier to get the overall structure down right now and then make refinements along the way instead of having to make major changes later because your structure sucked. It's like building a foundation for a house. If your foundation sucks, then well, your house is gonna probably suck. All Might's a very angular character, very sharp. He has a really strong chin that I wanted to make sure that I could get. So I'll be spending a lot of time in the early stages getting a good block out going, making sure the overall structure is reading the way it needs to. And if you're new to sculpting, I would highly recommend that you do the same. Just take your time, don't rush through this part. I know you might want to start getting to the details, but if you get to the details too early, it's gonna be a mess and you'll have to redo everything. So I'm really just working through trying to get the overall shape the way I like, make sure it's reading nicely, at least what I think is nice. And keep in mind, this is not a tutorial. I'm still a beginner. I'm just showing my process and things that I'm working through. So I was actually pretty happy with how the chin turned out. I've been using the scrape brush a lot more along with the flatten brush and the pinch in combination with the crease polish. And I know I just listed off a bunch of different brushes right there, but those have been helping me out a ton instead of just using the standard smooth brush. It's been helping me get a lot more angular with the different shapes that I try to get. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with the eyes. All Might has these little triangles that are just black. And I've never really made eyes like that before. I've only just tried to make, your normal standard eyes with pupils and irises and everything, and All Might doesn't really have that. So we put it on hold for now. We're going through and we're adding some of his smile lines, making sure they're really nice and crisp. And for that, we're pretty much just using the crease polish brush and using the smooth option on the brush. You can use Shift S if you're on Windows for that. I spent a lot of time trying to get his smile right. It was a lot easier to make him look creepy or evil instead of heroic. And we're still going through using the crease polish brush, just going and giving him some of his forehead wrinkles, giving him a little bit more of that intense look and just helping sell the overall form and the heroic look. Yeah, he's looking a little evil right now though. We're going through, giving him some nice angular eyebrows, going with the theme of everything, nice and sharp and angular. And this is kind of where we go into eyes part 2. I make a plane, I subdivide it, and we just reshape it the best we can to get something that resembles All Might's eye. Just do your best with it, just trial and error, just keep working through. You'll get there eventually. That's what I tell myself at least. I didn't really know how to put his eyes on there without just kind of sticking them on, so I tried giving him some eyelids, but it was reading really strange. We finally give him some nostrils, make sure they're nice and teardrop shaped, and just giving him a little bit more detail overall, just going back through. You'll notice we go back through several times and just kind of do little passes over everything. Here we're trying to get just some basic ear shape. I am awful at ears. I try to avoid them and hide them with hair as much as I possibly can, but we had to do it this time because, we need to show All Might's ears off. Thank goodness I only have to sculpt one because of the mirror modifier. We did run into this weird issue where I think the mesh was maybe too thin and it started getting these little holes and tears in it. So I ended up just kind of adding some more clay and trying to keep it a little bit thicker there. Now we're blocking in the hair. Hair is definitely not one of my favorite parts of the process. We are doing the standard curves method, which you'll see pretty much everywhere on YouTube. It's one of the more common things that you'll see. Any tutorial on hair will show you how to do this. We're giving him his iconic signature little hair wispy things up top. Now, unfortunately, hair is just tedious, so it just takes a while. A lot of playing around, a lot of tweaking, messing with things. It's kind of a pain, but it can also be really rewarding once you get it done just right. Now I was realizing the hair was looking a little too symmetrical. So instead of just copying every single strand or adding a mirror modifier, I was trying to give it a little bit of asymmetry there. Now hold on, I know what you're thinking here. It looks really strange, and that's because it does. I was trying maybe to use the snake hook and pull some hair strands out the back of the big clay blob. That didn't work. I've seen some other sculptors do some similar things, but I just couldn't deal with that right now. So we eventually end up getting rid of that completely. I'm not really sure how to draw in nice hair strands into one solid piece of clay. So we ended up covering all of that up with curves. It looks a lot nicer. We separated the cylinder that we put for his teeth so he could have upper and lower teeth. Now I wanted to give him a little bit of color. So we're going through, I was trying to do this toon shader thing. I saw like a little thing online about it. It wasn't quite working the way I wanted it to though, so we kind of gave up on that for now. I went ahead and just gave him some basic colors. Nothing fancy here. Now I know I needed to give him his uniform. Unfortunately, I've never made clothes before, and it's definitely gonna show. We started by duplicating his shoulders and inflating it a little bit and then painting it blue. Now for the little red collar that goes around it, I'm sure there are a billion easier ways to do it than what I tried doing here. I greatly struggled with this. I haven't really made anything like this. I wanted to follow, of course, the curvature of his body, but it was being an absolute pain. I had such a hard time getting it to stick to his body and not just like glitch out and freak out. The modifiers are being weird. I eventually learned that modifiers need to be in the right order for them to work. I then went and took a single vertex, extruded it, wrapped it all the way around his neck, and then extruded that, and that sort of kind of worked. Until it started messing up around the back of the neck, which at that point I just kind of gave up and tried to hide my mistakes back behind his hair because I just needed it to look passable from the front. Now the grease pencil. I really wanted to like the grease pencil. It was cool to use, but it really just felt like I was just defacing property or just like vandalizing something. It just wasn't quite working out the way that I had hoped in my head, but we were just kind of trusting the process and sticking along with it. I actually had to try it a few times because for whatever reason, one time it disappeared and the other time I just wasn't happy with it. So we had to redo the grease penciling a few times. We're gonna come back to it eventually and hope for the best. When I was getting all the cameras and stuff set up, I noticed that his head looked really wide, so we used a lattice modifier and kind of smushed his head in a little bit. So we didn't really commit to destroying his face. In the end, I was pretty happy with the result. It wasn't the best, but I had already spent like 9 hours on this whole project, and for me, that was a win because my last video where I made power, that took me like 13 hours for all of it. So we're getting a little bit faster, we're getting out of our comfort zone, we're trying some new things, and we're growing slowly. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I will read every single one of them. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day.